All sacredness destroyed. Venkaiah Naidu breaks down, slams Rajya Sabha ruckus by opposition. Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu broke down as he spoke about Tuesday's ruckus by opposition members in the House when some MPs climbed the tables and some sat and disrupted the House proceedings. Naidu condemned the act of the members and said that there are means and ways to raise voices, but this is not the way and it is not permissible in the democracy, and he said he could not sleep in the night. Lack of transparency in legal process. Justin Trudeau breaks silence on jailing of Michael Spavor by China. Justin Trudeau has finally broken his silence on the jailing of Canadian businessman Michael Spavor in China. The verdict for Mr. Spavor comes after more than 2.5 years of arbitrary detention, a lack of transparency in the legal process, and a trial that did not satisfy even the minimum standards required by international law, Trudeau said. He called for the release of Spavor and former Canadian diplomat Michael Kovrig. "43.7% of current iPhone users intend to upgrade to iPhone 13, reveals survey. A new survey by Celcel has revealed that 43.7% of current iPhone users plan to switch to iPhone 13. The number is 2.7% higher than the intent shown by iPhone users to upgrade to iPhone 12 in the survey conducted last year. However, as many as 56.3% of iPhone users said they were not interested in upgrading their device to the upcoming iPhone range. 23.7% of users are planning to buy the Apple Watch Series 7. Over 520 million COVID vaccine doses administered in India till now. As India prepares for the third possible wave of COVID-19, almost 520 million COVID vaccine doses have been administered in the country till Tuesday, August 10th. NAGWACH, the expert group on vaccinations, is also discussing the need for booster shots. However, more scientific evidence is required to take a decision on the booster shots. As many as 518,517,148 vaccine doses were administered across the country by 7 p.m. on Tuesday. VHP reasserts demands for NIA office, Army camp in Mangaluru. The Vishwa Hindu Parishad has strengthened its demand for setting up a permanent National Investigation Agency office and an army camp in Karnataka's Mangaluru to counter anti-national activities. VHP activists staged a protest in Ullal where they held placards calling for setting up an NIA office in the region. This comes days after NIA arrested Amma Abdul Rahman of Ullal in connection with the ISIS module case of Kerala. Meghalaya hospital where ATM machine inventor was born gets ATM for the first time. Dr. H. Gordon Roberts Hospital in Meghalaya has got its first ever ATM machine installed. It is the same hospital where ATM inventor John Adrian Shepherd Barron was born in 1925. It took 53 years since the installation of the first ever ATM machine in the world for the hospital to get one such cash dispenser. The hospital will turn 100 next year. The ATM was installed on August 7th after a petition was submitted to SBI. Facebook takes down network of Russian accounts that pushed anti-vaccine messages. Social media giant Facebook has taken down a network of accounts from Russia that had links with a marketing firm that propagated anti-vaccine content. The assumption was the influencers wouldn't do any of their own homework, but two did. Facebook Global Threat Intelligence lead Ben Nimmo said, "It's really a warning. Be careful when someone is trying to spoon-feed you a story. Do your own research," he further said. Faizabad in northern Afghanistan falls under Taliban's control. Taliban militants continue to take control of key areas in the country even as Afghan forces have launched a counter-offensive. The militant group has taken control of Faizabad in northern Afghanistan. Late last night, The security forces who had been fighting the Taliban for several days came under intense pressure. The Taliban have captured the city now. Both sides have also suffered heavy losses, said lawmaker Zabihullah Atiq. After Sydney, another Australian city goes into lockdown amid spread of Delta variant. The coronavirus outbreak in Australia's New South Wales, which has forced Sydney to go under a lockdown, has affected other parts of the state as well. New South Wales had 344 COVID-19 cases on Wednesday, after Sydney, Dubbo, a city of about 50,000 people, has also gone under lockdown. Stay-at-home orders have been enforced in Dubbo for at least 1 week after the discovery of 2 cases of Delta variant in the city. IAS officers Tina Dubby and Athar Khan are officially divorced. IAS officers Tina Dubby and Athar Khan have been granted divorce by a Jaipur family court. The two had filed for divorce before the court in November last year with mutual consent, just 2 years after getting married. Their wedding remained the talk of the town for several weeks, and key politicians including Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and several other union ministers attended their wedding reception in Delhi. India records 38,353 fresh COVID-19 cases, 497 deaths in last 24 hours. India recorded 38,353 fresh COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, a significant surge from 28,204 cases a day earlier. As many as 497 people lost their lives in the last 24 hours. The total caseload in the country stands at 32,036,511, whereas the active cases have dipped to 386,351. Over 31,220,981 patients have successfully recovered from the disease. According to ICMR, 1,777,962 tests were conducted in the last 24 hours. Bihar government to get technical support from Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. The Bihar government has inked a memorandum of cooperation with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, under which the Departments of Health, Social Welfare, Agriculture, Rural Development, Finance, and Planning will receive technical support from the group. Hari Menon, the director of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, has said the foundation is honored to reduce the burden of disease and poverty by enabling livelihoods. Odisha police arrest 7 from Bhubaneswar, Cuttack with brown sugar worth 1.2 crore rupees. The Odisha police nabbed as many as 7 people with brown sugar worth 1.20 crore rupees in their possession from Bhubaneswar and Cuttack in separate search operations. 6 drug peddlers were arrested with over 1.15 kilograms of brown sugar worth 1.10 crore rupees in their possession in a police raid in Cuttack. In another action, a team of the Excise Department personnel raided Saliya Sahi in Bhubaneswar to seize 95 grams of brown sugar. Canadian national Michael Spavor sentenced to 11 years in prison for spying by China. Canadian tour organizer Michael Spavor has been sentenced to 11 years in prison by a Chinese court over spying charges. According to the Dandong Intermediate People's Court, Spavor was found guilty of stealing and illegally providing state secrets to other countries. The court further claimed that Spavor will be deported. However, the court didn't specify whether he would be deported before or after the sentence. Himachal government orders closure of schools to check COVID spread. The Jairam Thakur-led Himachal Pradesh government has ordered the closure of schools across the state till August 22 to put a curb on coronavirus cases. The schools were earlier opened for Class 10 and Class 12, but the state government has now ordered the closure of schools till August 22. The government has also ordered the Education Department to frame standard operating procedures for residential schools. TikTok overtook Facebook to become most downloaded app of 2020. Market tracker app Annie has revealed that ByteDance-owned video sharing app TikTok replaced Facebook to become the world's most downloaded app last year. The popularity of TikTok has surged significantly despite the ban by India and the efforts by former United States President Donald Trump to force the owners to sell the app to United States-based investors. TikTok has more than a billion users worldwide with over 100 million users in United States. DCGI gives nod to research on mixing of COVID-19 vaccine doses. The proposal to conduct research to analyze mixing a dose each of Covaxin and Covishield has been accepted by the Drugs Controller General of India. The recommendation to conduct a study on the mixing of doses was made by the Subjects Experts Committee, SEC, of the Central Drug Standard Control Organization. Nearly 300 volunteers will be administered a dose each of Covaxin and Covishield under the proposed trial. Ethiopia calls on all capable citizens to join military in fighting Tigray war. The Ethiopian government has summoned all capable citizens to join the country's military in the Tigray war. The government is now relying on all of Ethiopia's 110 million people to stop resurgent forces from the embattled Tigray region. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed had said the war would be over within weeks, but the fighting has only intensified with every passing day. Lakhs of people face famine-like conditions in the Tigray region. 145 honor-killing incidents happened in the country between 2017 and 2019. Centre tells Lok Sabha. Union Minister of State for Home Ajay Kumar Mishra informed the Lok Sabha that as many as 145 incidents of honor killing took place in India between 2017 and 2019. 50 of these cases were reported in Jharkhand. Mishra said while replying to a written question related to honor killings, that 92 incidents of honor killing took place in the country in 2017, 29 in 2018 and 24 in 2019. 19 cases were reported in Maharashtra. Kerala may record 4.6 lakh COVID cases from August 1 to 20, NCDC team. The 6-member team of the National Centre for Disease Control, which was sent to Kerala amid rising cases of COVID-19 in the state, has claimed that the state may see nearly 4.6 lakh cases of coronavirus from August 1 to August 20. NCDC Director Dr. Sujit Singh expressed concerns over easing restrictions in view of the Onam festival and reopening of tourism. The central team visited 8 districts of Kerala. Dear world leaders, don't leave us in chaos. Cricketer Rashid Khan amid Taliban atrocities in Afghanistan. Afghan cricketer Rashid Khan has appealed to world leaders to not leave the people of Afghanistan in chaos, amid intensifying violence by Taliban in the war-torn country in the wake of the ongoing pullout by United States-led foreign troops. Khan said thousands of innocent people, including children and women, are getting martyred every day, and houses and properties are being destroyed. Dominion sues Trump-friendly broadcasters over fraud claims. Vote-counting machine maker Dominion Voting Systems filed defamation lawsuits Tuesday against right-wing broadcasters and a prominent Donald Trump ally over their baseless claims that the 2020 election was marred by fraud. The suits single out Newsmax, One America News, their executives and the former Overstock.com CEO Patrick Byrne. New York Governor Cuomo resigns over sexual harassment allegations. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo on Tuesday resigned from his post after an inquiry found that he sexually harassed several women. The best way I can help now is if I step aside, Cuomo said while talking about the harassment charges on him, Fox News reported. Earlier, United States President Joe Biden had also asked Andrew Cuomo to resign from his position after probe finds out that Cuomo has sexually harassed several women working in his office. Apple's new iPhones may have cinematic video portrait mode. The upcoming Apple flagship iPhones will reportedly have a cinematic video feature that will be able to automatically blur the backgrounds of footage as part of a new video portrait mode. According to The Verge, the cinematic video feature is said to be one of the 3 major new camera features coming to this year's iPhone series, which will likely be called iPhone 13.